Hi, my name is Kelley Williams, and I'm your plant-based kitchenista. I have been plant-based for about 8+ years, and so I'm always asked all the time, where do I get my protein, where do I get my calcium, and where do I get B12? I don't hear too much about the B12 question, but the protein and the calcium are really big items I hear a lot, especially with my friends when I go out. They know I've been, for 8+ years and stuff, have been a plant-based person, but at the same time, they're like, well, where do you get your protein? Don't you feel tired? Don't you feel like you're not getting enough calcium? What about your bones? What about and you're kind of going to go through all those different situations. So I'm going to spend a few minutes just going through where do you get your protein, calcium, and B12. Like I said earlier in the other presentation that I did about the different lifestyles, I am no oil, whole foods, plant-based. So I definitely don't do any oils and things. So let's go ahead and get started. So protein. Protein, one of the things that they recommend, this is USDA guidelines, is 46 grams a day for women and 56 grams a day for men. It's really interesting that you'll find that if you go into different more different types of looks and feel like so the Heart Association, etc., you're going to see all kinds of different grams for protein. So question is, where do I get my protein? So I'm going to go ahead and enlarge this screen. I'm going to enlarge it just a little bit more. So you'll notice on here all the different types of ingredients and stuff. So not different ingredients, but different foods. So you've got anything from tempeh, which I don't use. I try to stay away from like soy-based products. So every once in a while I'll do that. All the way down to like chickpeas, cashews, sunflower seeds, all kinds of wonderful things. So as you'll notice and stuff, just anywhere from 1 cup to 2 cups, 2 tablespoons, there's a lot of protein. So if you're looking to get your protein, so if let's just say I did soybeans, so maybe I did edamame or something like that, you get a lot of protein in here. Lentils, so you do one of those great, so it's Super Bowl Sunday and you get some great chili out there. You do a couple cups of lentils and look at that, you're already past your recommended daily amount that you're supposed to look at. All right. So calcium. They recommend approximately 1,000 milligrams of calcium per day for the average adult. Keep in mind that every person's unique, and then also if you go out onto multiple sites, you're going to see the milligrams change by quite a lot. So where do I get my calcium? I don't do any types of milk, so let's go ahead and look at calcium. Go ahead and enlarge the screen again. All right, so calcium, you'll see tofu. I don't eat a lot of tofu. I do, sometimes in soups and things. There's tempeh, there's kale, there's soybeans, there's broccoli, there's all kinds of things. And if you'll notice here, there's a lot of calcium in all these different foods. So if you think about it, put together, do a salad, put together like a soup and stuff. I made 2 different soups and then I put them into mason jars over the weekend. And if I looked at that and I looked at all these different ingredients that are over here on this list, it's really interesting. I would tell you I probably have more than enough calcium in all the different mason jars that I have. And I'll actually have to show you that. One of the things that I was required to do is reset my kitchen. And one of the things that I did do is go through and reset my actual refrigerator and then my cabinets and stuff. And they're really pretty. And it didn't cost a lot to do that. It was one of the things I always thought was going to be very costly, but I ended up finding some ways to do it and it looks great. So B12. So B12 plays a role in manufacturing red blood cells, so we need that, and supporting normal functions of nerve cells. And then DNA replication. So we cannot replicate our cells normally. So we definitely need to have B12. There's a lot of controversy about B12 as kind of the vitamin D also, but the B12, especially with anybody that's vegetarian or vegan, is kind of a big subject out there. And you hear a lot, especially when I have a lot of doctor friends and stuff about, you're not getting enough B12 and, we probably need to test you. So one of the things, the only place that you can get B12, of course, is from animals. And so any type of animal tissue, so your beef, your turkey, your chicken, those type of things. So since I don't eat any of those, and I haven't for almost 8 years, and following the Dr. McDougall program, I actually didn't start taking B12 until about 2.5, 3 years into the program. Now after that, I actually do the B12. It says here USDA recommends approximately 2 micrograms of vitamin B12 per day for the average adult. I actually follow the Dr. McDougall, so I take the 2 micrograms, but I only do that once a week. And if I do forget a week and stuff, I can double up. Your body, that's about what they need. So you definitely need to get the vitamin B12. And if you don't eat any type of animal tissue, you definitely need to add that into your diet. It's not bad, just a small little pill. It doesn't take very long at all. And that is actually one of the only things that I do take. So that covers where I get my protein, where I get the calcium, and where I get the B12, which is the three main things that if you are going into a plant-based lifestyle, that you're going to really want to think about. So join me on my journey. Please give me feedback if there's something that you disagree with, or there's something that you like, or something that you'd like to add. I'm more than happy to give you credit for it and just say, hey, great, I learned this from Joe Smith. So please send me your comments. Please, send me information or tell me what you'd like to see next. Like I did say that there is coming up a detoxifying your kitchen, so there's a lot of that coming up. And then there's also going to be the knifing skills. So I'll walk through showing you how to do all the special cuts, the different knives, those type of things. So that is coming up here in the next week or so. So lots of great things and then lots of cooking coming up. So if you'd like to follow me, I have a blog, plantbasedkitchen-recipes.com. I have a Google Plus site, Plant-Based Kitchenista. I also have a YouTube site, so it's a YouTube channel. And then I have Pinterest. So any of those 3 sites or 4 sites that you'd like to go to and look at the videos or just kind of watch for information, you can go to any of those and stuff and enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please watch for the rest of my videos on the detoxifying your kitchen, knifing skills, and all kinds of cooking. So enjoy, have a great night, and go Super Bowl.